Hey guys, I just wanted to further explain this because I know it looks confusing and weird and whatnot. Um, so this image looks kind of complicated if we divide all the segments of the map by southeast, east, northeast. I would be expecting a lot from you guys, but to make it even more simple, I decided I would go over this video. So now that we have this labeled as center. We change this to center left because we are over here. We are spawning here. Let me change this. We will be spawning on this side. So this will be our center left. This will be our center right. And the reason why I say center right and center left because it doesn't, we're not talking about this section of the map. We're not talking about this section of the map. All right, so our main concern is this right here. So anyway, what I was saying is that Pablo or Jimmy would go right, and that way they only have this point to watch from as they're running past. They come through here. They only have this point to watch out for, and in fact, they should just not. They should try little, just very little, to be going back here because they don't really need to. Once we have them trapped at this point, and this point, they should be spawning here, here, and here because we would have our guardians sitting back here and here. And we'd have our center guy probably in the center here. So just from here, watching these points, watching these points, watching these points, laying background here. Then we have another guy coming this way. Boom, boom, boom. But anyway, they can basically run, Pablo and Jimmy, they can all run back here where all the dots that I'm making are, the green dots. They can make sure, and if they get killed, blah, then they can spawn and they can run back again. Run back again. And for us, I'm really good at defending and whatnot. So it's easy for me to make sure that these are also blocked and they're not coming through here. And of course, we'd be watching over here. We'd both be watching here, watching here, watching here, watching these points. Yeah, so that would make it hard for the opponent to spawn back here, to travel back here. It would be very hard. What they would end up doing is, in the beginning, oh, Pablo died. They've leaked. They're coming this way. Oh shoot, I see them. I'm shooting them. Orange would come over here. They need backup shooting. Like, we can stop them pretty simple. If there's already two of us, boom, boom, boom. That should be enough. That basically makes sure that we have 3 players always on this side of the board, 3 players always on this side of the board, always working together. A front line, a center, and our spawn, which is south. So south, north, center, center right, center left. Frontliners blocking this off, doing their best to keep them from coming to the middle of the map. They're always trying to keep them here. This one's always trying to keep them here too, locked up. And us, in the back, we are also trying to keep them locked up. Trying to keep this all cleaned up. Because we want to keep the enemy always on this side. Okay, I hope that explains what I'm trying to portray with this. And the reason why I drew it like an oval with all that is because to do this for every map, when you can just mentally get this in your head and then basically overlap it over any map that we're doing, no matter what side we're spawning on, wherever we spawn from, this is how we look at the map. And this will make it very, very easy for us to just, actually in any game mode it would make it very easy for us. But if we practice it in team deathmatch, where spawn points can literally be anywhere on the map, and we can basically start learning how to control those spawn points and how to keep the opponents locked up, and how we can communicate really well like this together, then I think we will be doing really well and we'll score really high through the tournament. But we still haven't practiced. We kind of can play together, and we did some practice on that other time. It sucks that we registered the team, but I could tell you guys want to play, so we'll just go into straight playing. The high score I saw this morning was 386. 30 matches. We're an average, since I registered the team not at legendary. We're averaged at master, so we're gonna get 16 points per match, I believe. And if you times that by 30, what do we get? Let me look at the calculator. 30 times 16, 480. If we got a perfect games, 30 games out of 30, we'd get 480. That might get us to the top. We just don't know how many, because there's still 6 days. Not even 20% of the players have played, that means, because you can assume then only 100% of the players that will play will jump on, maybe even on the final day. There might be teams who want to do all 30 games in one day, who might be getting together, they're really champion like whatever, blah blah blah. But anyway, if there's over 500 teams that get over 600 or over 480 because they're all legendaries, because they can get 20 points a match, we're not gonna make it. But having said the worst, if we get, let's say, 16 times 25 matches, 400. 16 times 23 matches equals. So right now, the lowest score is for Master, as an average team of Master, and they won 23 games to get 368. That's the score. That's the lowest score right now. And that means we have to get 23 wins just to get the lowest score right now in the top 512. And I don't think that's going to hold very long, because I think it's going to go up to perfect games of Masters. Because if we have perfect games of legendaries, which means they scored 600, and then everybody who were legendaries that didn't score perfect, but they're all above 20 wins, what do they get? 20 times 15 equals 300. 20 times 18 equals 360. So they have to win about 18, 19 games. We have to win 23 games. So this is going to be difficult. Anyway, just letting you guys know the reality. See you guys.